Good afternoon. If I could ask that you please stand or remain standing as Erin, Hanafin, and Anna Tamura sing while senior drum major William Wen conducts the Burlington High School Band in a performance of our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Superintendent Conti, School Committee Chair Mr. Thomas Murphy, and other members of the Burlington School Committee, representatives from the Burlington Board of Selectmen and other town committees, teachers, parents, grandparents, friends, and family, and especially the class of 2017, welcome to Burlington High School's 2017 graduation ceremony. I would like to begin by recognizing the faculty who are here with us today. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Burlington High School teachers devote many extra hours and are always willing to go above and beyond what is expected of them. They are the definition of true professionals. Thank you for providing the support and guidance that has fostered the success of these young men and women throughout the years. Everybody, please join me in a round of applause for them now. And a special shout out to Miss Susan DeSanto, who will be retiring at the end of this year after 16 years of service to the Burlington Public Schools. Ms. DeSanto, could you please stand? I always feel honored and privileged to be at Burlington High School's graduation exercises, and today is no exception. I promise that my remarks will be brief. I realize that you are here for the student speakers behind me and all the graduates sitting in front of me. To the class of 2017, in a short time you will receive your diploma, which will mark your achievement of graduating from Burlington High School. And let me be the first to tell you congratulations. And let me tell you, class of 2017, that you will be missed. You have certainly set yourselves apart and continued the tradition of excellence at Burlington High School. It has been my privilege to be with you these last 4 years. As individuals and within different teams and groups, everyone here today can attest that you have proven to be talented, hardworking, and dedicated students. You have all accomplished so much, and you have been an entertaining group to watch these last 4 years. You will leave a lasting mark at Burlington High School. We were privileged with your incredible academic achievements, outstanding athletic accomplishments, talented musicians and actors, so many gifted artists. The list of your accomplishments could go on and on. However, please know that you are much more than a list of accolades. You have been a group that has proven to be kind and compassionate, always willing to help others, and always pulling together for your school and community. These attributes will undoubtedly propel you to continue to do great things. As you begin the next chapter of your lives, higher education, the military, or the workforce, remember the people who have helped get you to the place you are today. Parents, siblings, grandparents, teachers, coaches, guidance counselors. Whoever who has been there for you, take the time to thank them for all their sacrifices they have made and the support, encouragement, and guidance they have given you over the years. Class of 2017, you have the knowledge, you have the potential, but most importantly, you all have the drive to make anything possible. Make the most of your skills and take from Burlington the memories and the confidence that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And as you leave the cozy confines of Burlington High School, always surround yourself with like-minded, caring, and positive people, like the people here supporting you today. These are the people who will sustain you when times are tough. They will encourage you, support you, and assist you in accomplishing things that you never thought possible. Wherever your future leads you, I look forward to hearing about the great places your experiences will take you and the amazing things I have no doubt that you will accomplish. Remember to always follow your passions, and as Francis of Assisi said, start by doing what's necessary, and then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. Congratulations and nothing but the best to every single member of the class of 2017. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2017, William Corrigan.
It's been 4 years already, hasn't it? It's hard to believe that after how much and how little time has passed for us, that our time here at the high school is over. This day is the moment that many of us have been waiting for and working for throughout our time here. No matter where we decide to go next, the path of life continues, sending us in different directions, to colleges all around the country, into the armed forces, to the working world, or anywhere else. As we move away from our bubble of safety, into the world beyond Burlington, our opportunities have increased because of what we can say we've done here. While it's important to look into our futures and see what our lives will bring, it is equally important to look into the past and consider what we've done and how it has shaped us into who we've become. The past is prologue, after all. For 4 years, we've worked hard as students, taking on classwork and assignments of all shapes and sizes in many varied subjects. Through the wealth of experiences both in and out of the classroom and the opportunities for real-life experiences these years have afforded us, we're now ready to take the next steps and decide what we want our lives to hold for us. On a day like this, with so much reflection on what has been done and so much contemplation on what will become, I ask you to just remember the moment. This is our moment. Let it sink in. We've worked hard and will aspire and achieve great things. But be proud of what you've done and what you will do. I can't wait to see what awaits myself and each and every one of you as we trek into our futures. Thank you.
Thank you, William. It is now my distinct honor to present our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Eric Conti.
Good afternoon. I'd like to begin by recognizing and welcoming members of the Burlington School Committee, representatives from Burlington Board of Selectmen, other town committees, teachers, parents, grandparents, friends and family, and especially the class of 2017. I also wanted to recognize the Burlington High School custodial and maintenance staff and the park and recreation staff for their hard work setting up for today and for keeping our buildings so clean throughout the year. And again, in addition, our support staff often go unrecognized, and they are the people who make the details get done every day throughout the year. So thank you. As a final recognition, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor those men and women who have chosen a life of public service, and especially for those who have died in the armed services this year, many of whom are not much older than our graduates today. Thank you. My graduation remarks always have a theme of gratitude interwoven throughout. This year will be no different. While you have all worked hard for this day, I want to highlight some who have also contributed. First, the community of Burlington. The wide spectra of opportunities you've experienced in Burlington are not by accident. The generosity of the community of Burlington has been aimed at creating a spark in each of you. Although many in our community do not have a direct connection to our schools, Everyone recognizes that an investment in your education is the best way to ensure that our freedoms and quality of life are maintained. Please recognize this commitment and do not forget that many anonymous residents and businesses contributed to this day. You are all standing on the shoulders of others. Remember this generosity as you establish your own roots and create your own communities. Second, your teachers. School buildings and school programs are empty promises without the many dedicated professionals who have facilitated your learning throughout your years in Burlington. The district's teachers, from preschool through high school, administrators, support staff, have all performed tirelessly to arm you with the ability to think independently and to better serve the constantly changing world. Their collective importance in your lives, as well as in the preservation of our community, cannot be recognized enough. Please make time to thank them. Finally, your parents. I will never be able to capture all that your parents have given to you and will continue to provide. I do want to highlight an incredible gift that they gave you about 18 years ago, and that's your name. You will all be taking this name outside of your home and neighborhood into the larger world. While you will encounter many situations beyond your control, you will always control how you respond to these situations. The descriptions that get attached to your name are up to you. Please know that your actions reflect on your name and on that initial gift. Do not make the mistake of taking your name for granted or thinking that you are anonymous. You were all named with unconditional love and hope for your futures. I, for one, can't wait to read the words attached to your names as you continue to accomplish great things. In addition to gratitude, I wanted to briefly focus on service to others. The idea of service to others is critical in any community. Service can be a challenge, even more so in a population growing in diversity. It's far easier to help those people familiar to you, like family and friends, than it is to help strangers. I was struck by an event that happened a few weeks ago in Portland in which two young women, one wearing a headscarf, were harassed on a train. 3 complete strangers came to the girls' assistance. 2, Rick Best and Talisin Nakai Mechi, lost their lives, and the 3rd, Micah Fletcher, was wounded. While an extreme example of service, I couldn't help but reflect on whether I would have made the split-second decision to aid complete strangers in their time of need. You are graduating as well in what would have been John F. Kennedy's 100th birthday year. President Kennedy inspired many to serve through his speeches and the creation of the Peace Corps. His inaugural words set the tone for a generation and all those that followed. Again, we all know those words: ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. I want to take a moment to recognize a few of your classmates who have already made the decision to serve their country in our behalfs. And again, if these individuals would please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Kenzie Arsenault, Air Force, MPK-9. Zoe DeSantis, Air Force, Active Medic. Kyle Forrester, Marines. Dakota Irvine, Army Combat Medic. Aviana Monroe, Army. And Nicholas Scally, Marines Recon Infantry. Please know that along with your families, your classmates and community, pray for your safety and admire your service. Thank you. I always like to conclude my graduation remarks with 2 of my favorite quotes. The first from Teddy Roosevelt. Again, he reminds us all not to fear failure. It is not the critic who counts, and I'm quoting, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbled or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, who knows the great enthusiasm, the great devotions, and spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. And that's end quote. My second quote is from Wolfgang von Goethe, and it's how I choose to live. And I quote, "Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now." And that's an end quote. Congratulations and best of luck to the class of 2017. Begin it now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Conti. It is now my pleasure to present to you our school committee chairman, Mr. Thomas F. Murphy, Jr.
Thank you and good afternoon. Dr. Conti, Mr. Sullivan, graduating seniors, it is an honor being here today with all of you to share in this very special celebration. Before I begin, I would like to take a minute to thank Principal Sullivan and the administration and the staff at the high school for doing another wonderful job in organizing all of the events that the seniors have been attending over the past couple of weeks, and especially today's graduation ceremony. As usual, they've done an outstanding job. Now, for you graduates, today marks the end of a 13-year journey through our education system, as well as an 18-year journey through childhood. You will leave us today as young adults, ready to go out and make your way in the world. However, graduation is not only a time to look forward to what might come, it's also a time to look back and reflect on what has happened. So before you leave, I would like you to take a moment to remind you of where your journey began and to encourage you always to remember the people who have helped you along the way. I have had the privilege of participating in a number of graduation ceremonies since I became a member of the school committee, and at each one I have taken the opportunity to urge the graduates to recognize and appreciate all that has been done for them over the years. First and foremost, as Dr. Conti alluded to, is the efforts and the contributions of your parents and your families. As you get a little older and start having families of your own, you come to understand all that they have done for you and the sacrifices they have made for you over the course of your lives. And while these last 13 years might have seemed a long time coming to you, I can guarantee you it's going to be in a blink of an eye for your parents and their families. I also assure you that the pride of each of them feel in seeing you walk across this stage to get your diploma and the amazement they feel in watching you all transform from kindergartners getting on your first bus 13 years ago to the young adults that they see today is indescribable for them. So just remember that. They have worked as hard as you to get to this point in your lives, and this is a very special day for them. So be patient as they give you one more hug or ask you for one more picture, and make sure you take the time at some point today to thank them for all that they've done for you. I would also like to encourage you to remember all of the other people who have helped over the years. I am somewhat prejudiced as I've lived in Burlington my whole life, but I feel that you're all lucky to have grown up here. It's a great town filled with wonderful people who are always willing to give their time. As you look over the crowd of people here to watch you today, you will see your school teachers, your youth sport coaches, your troop leaders, your dance teachers, your music instructors, and all the other volunteers from the myriad of activities that you have all participated in over the years while growing up in Burlington. Burlington is a special place because there was never any shortage of people willing to help, and all of you here today have benefited from their efforts. It is because of their efforts of those people that Burlington is a community and not just a place to live. I hope as you get older, you'll remember these people and follow their examples by getting involved in whatever town you happen to settle in. Coach a team, get involved in a civic group, run for public office, do something to show that you appreciate all that has been done for you, and you will in turn make your community a better place to live. If you do that, then you'll always have a piece of Burlington with you no matter where you go. Lastly, I want to wish all of you the best of luck as you move on with your lives. Many of you will be going to college, some will be going into the military or the workforce, but no matter what path you choose, it will certainly bring many curves. A friend of mine, when he heard that I was speaking at graduation, gave me a quote from the poet Carl Sandburg that he thought would be appropriate for graduation. Sandburg said, "I'm an idealist. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way." As all of you take your first steps into adulthood, none of you can know all of the twists and turns that life will bring you. But I am confident that the education that you have received over the past 13 years and the guidance and assistance that you have received from all of the important people in your lives has resulted in the development of a strong set of ideals in each of you. If you use those ideals to guide you through your lives, I know you'll lead happy and fulfilling lives and you'll become productive and responsible citizens. So, on behalf of the Burlington School Committee, I offer my congratulations to all the graduates and their families. I wish all of you the best of luck in the future, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. It's now my honor to present the class of 2017 valedictorian, Rohit Patak.
You know, ever since the words high school entered my mind many years ago, I've always wanted to be on this stage, making this speech, looking into the crowd, and feeling tall. It's been my dream since day one. But now that I'm up here, it seems unfair. There are so many people who deserve to be standing right next to me, for without them, I wouldn't be the person I am today. All of my teachers, from elementary school to middle school to a couple months ago when senioritis sadly ended my high school career, have supported me with their tremendous knowledge, extraordinary character, and passion for educating. You've molded me into a student who takes pride in his work by demanding the very best from me all the time. My academic accomplishments today serve more as a reflection of your brilliance than mine. To all my coaches, thank you for instilling in me the value of hard work, motivating me to take risks, and messing up my sleep schedule during the season. Playing sports for BHS has honestly been one of the most enjoyable aspects of my life. I could not have asked for a better group of teammates who committed relentlessly to improving just to have a chance of victory. I know we're spoiled here in New England, but athletic achievement does not come all the time, and I want to thank everyone who helped me become a part of it. To all my friends, high school would have just been boring without you guys. You're all a bunch of clowns. I think I've said enough about that. And finally, my heart goes out to my family. To my mom and my dad, thank you for always being there for me, whether it be good times or bad times. I can always count on you for anything in life, and nothing I've accomplished would mean anything without you. To my little brother, you're the man. I say that now because in 4 years, everyone's going to start comparing your accomplishments to mine, and you're going to wonder why you had to be the younger one. Also, shout out, it's his birthday today, which kind of sucks because, you know. Now, I feel like it's my duty to relay my high school advice to future BHS graduates. Time management is key in a place like this, especially when the front door is a 3-minute walk from the student parking lot. I've received recognition for my honorary 28 tardies this year, and it's a miracle I haven't served detention for any of them. I can feel Mystique's eyes on me right now. Managing your time in a life full of activities keeps you on a path of success and off the road of insanity. But that doesn't mean you should limit yourself. In fact, the best part of high school is getting involved. Find clubs, sports, and activities that you're interested in and try them out. You'll end up having fun and making new friends. There are so many skills I've learned from being here at BHS. I've become a pro at checking my Aspen twice a day during exam week. I've successfully remembered my username and password for Mr. Adobato's favorite website, Naviance. I've even learned how to avoid crashing my car getting out of the student parking lot, which really is a life skill if you want to save some money. But in all seriousness, BHS has given me confidence to follow my dreams. I'm proud of who I've matured so much since freshman year, and I'm sure everyone else here has too. I'm proud of who I am today, and most of that stems from the quality of education here at the school, as well as the tireless dedication of the people who continue to run it. Class of 2017, we should be proud of ourselves. I see so many talented people sitting before me with so much potential. But just remember this, don't follow your dreams only for yourself. Follow your dreams for the person sitting next to you, for the teacher giving you extra help, for the friend who will always be by your side, and your family who is counting on you. Do it for them. Now, I'm not really big on quotes, but I have one here today for you guys. Our 43rd president, George W. Bush, once so eloquently said, Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? Standing in front of you, class of 2017, standing in front of your parents, your grandparents, your friends, your relatives, I can confidently answer Mr. George Bush right now. Yes, Mr. President, we is learning. Class of 2017, aim high and follow your dreams because the world needs you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. It's my privilege to present to you the class of 2017 salutatorian, Anusha Datar.
I'd like to start by thanking all of the individuals. Sorry. Okay. Let's try this again now that it's at my level. I'd like to start by thanking all of the individuals who have contributed to us reaching this moment. Because no graduation speech is complete without a personal anecdote that means very little to the majority of the people here, I'd like to start by thanking my family for being here today. Mom, Dad, thank you so much for working hard to ensure that my brother and I have the opportunities to achieve success and the mindset to actually go about achieving it. Ishan, thank you for teaching me the value of a positive attitude and also sticking with me through that phase where I wore hats backwards in public. In general, without dedicated teachers, custodians, administrators, parents, coaches, friends, and mentors who are willing to advise us as we need, we would not be able to reach the extracurricular, academic, and athletic successes we have enjoyed over the past few years. While certainly every student here graduating today has limitless potential and has persevered through adversity, each of us are truly the product of those around us. As high school seniors, we have all spent more time listening than we have speaking. Again, each individual here deserves commendation for their hard work. And at the same time, we must remember that administrators, dedicated mentors, and committed parents catalyze student success. In fact, there are endless organizations in Burlington which exist simply to provide this hope. A few examples include Burlington Destination Imagination, the Burlington Science Center, the Burlington Education Foundation, thanks for Scooter, by the way, and high school groups like Poetic Ramblings, the Athletics Program, and the Arts and Music Departments. I am by no means qualified to give anyone here any advice, but I really believe in the power of these local organizations. I know that as a freshman who was unsure where to spend my time and what to devote my energy to, these groups shape both my personal and extracurricular development. My interests involve STEM, so the robotics team and the help desk allowed me to develop these skills. At the same time, groups like the debate team and the multicultural club allowed me to expand my perspective and learn from others. I know many of my peers share similar stories, and oftentimes the overlap of these groups have powerful results. For example, this past fall, the girls' varsity soccer, sorry, it's like very windy. For example, this past fall, the girls' varsity soccer and robotics teams attended each other's fundraising events. So, to my classmates, regardless of whether you are going to college or vocational school, joining the military, or joining the workforce, I hope you will attend local events and fundraisers and start and join similar groups where you can foster communities in the process. Once you find a club or organization where you feel comfortable, seek out opportunities to form bridges. Take the young athletes you coach to theater productions or the students you tutor to baseball games. If you're going to college, support a diverse group of organizations on campus, such as service clubs, academic teams, and cultural groups. By combining the impacts of personal and global communities, we can continue to capture the positive spirit of BHS. Thank you.
Thank you, Anusha. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2017 class essayist, Mohammed Saif Sheikh.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to apologize for my voice. I'm a little sick. So it's my honor to be speaking after these two over here, especially my good friend Rohit, whose egg sandwiches have stunk up our lunch table for the past few years. Kid's a clown. First off, for giving me the opportunity to speak at this special day of ours, I'd like to thank Dr. Conti, Mr. Larkin, the school committee, and Burlington High School's very own Mount Rushmore, consisting of Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Sheehan, Ms. Deacon, and of course, Mr. Adebato, who many of us know by his endearing nickname, Naviance. Thank you to my teachers and my coaches, who I cannot thank enough for showing me the definition of hard work and pushing me towards excellence. Education is the key to our world, and thankfully, teachers are the locksmiths. I'd also like to use this time to thank my motivators, the haters and the doubters. Y'all know who you are. I'd also like to thank my friends, my classmates, my teammates, the absolute clowns who have stuck with me throughout the years, making unforgettable memories. Without you guys, this school would feel like the town jail it literally once was. Lastly, and most importantly, my family. My incredible parents who instilled in me the values of integrity and work ethic. I think NBA star Kevin Durant said it best. Mom, you're the real MVP. My dad, thank you for working so hard, for being proud of me even when I wasn't proud of myself sometimes. To my brother, who stood where I'm standing just 3 years ago, thank you for inspiring me to follow in your footsteps. Even if I may be taller than you. Wait, I shouldn't have said that. I can see him looking at me right now. You'll always be the bigger brother, someone I look up to constantly. My cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents out there, without your love and support, I would definitely not be up here on this podium. A special thank you to the late Ghulam Hussein Sheikh, my dad's father, who would be smiling here if you're here today, watching his little Muslim boy speak today. A few days ago, I was chilling, rewatching Celtics highlights, or lowlights rather, when I saw Mr. Sullivan's email that he needed the speech done. It was about a week late, and before I knew it, it was 2 a.m. and I was still staring at a blank Word document. I'm sure we've been in that position throughout our long high school career, procrastination filled, and I thought to myself, like I usually do, where do I begin? I realized I should begin from the beginning, right? The beginning of the journey. So I thought to middle school. 4 years ago, we sat towards the end of middle school, listened to Miss Bova talk about how in high school they aren't going to spoon feed you, and how you needed to learn to dedicate yourself. We brushed off this sage advice, obviously. And before we knew it, we were sitting in 9th grade geometry class with shiny new iPads tilted away from Mr. Regan's view. There was a FIFA tournament just set up, and everyone was playing it. We grinned at our newfound freedom, thinking that obviously he didn't know that we were playing, but he knew, trust me. Sophomore year went by, listening to Mr. Wood's biology lectures and high school and life advice. We crawled up the stairs after Carr beat us into shape after track practice. We found our friends, broke out of our shells, and developed ourselves as individuals. As juniors, we sat for hours taking standardized tests, dreaming of summer days and sleeping in. We inched towards senior year, slowly but surely, spending most of our time fighting to get out of the student parking lot's tiny exit. All of us, all at the same time. For those of you who don't know, the parking lot was newly renovated, but leave it to Burlington High School to make something worse with the renovation. Thankfully, I solved the parking issue by putting my car down by the gym. Wait, I shouldn't have said that either. Senior year rolled around, and we sat writing college essays, wondering if school was even worth it in the first place. We read dystopian novels about censorship while ironically getting gaggled ourselves. We tried to find Mew, and we miserably failed. We had never-ending Wi-Fi issues and spent obscene amounts of time chilling in the lower library, whether or not we had a class to be in. We went off to work as interns and finished off final exams by baking potatoes. Cal kids, you understand. One second. And now we are here, strutting about in our glossy gowns, moments away from bittersweet goodbyes. We sit at a crossroads today, straddling the line between adulthood and childhood. We, the class of 2017, are the last full class of 90s babies. Crazy, I know. We sit in these seats and reflect on the great lessons we've learned throughout high school, how we got to this important point in our lives. We learned to be our own people, to carve our own paths. We learned to chase our dreams with the hearts of lions. We've learned that when you get stuck, you have to look to others in your lives, the mentors and teachers that we're so eternally grateful for. But now, it's time to look to the future. And for us, the class of 2017, it's definitely a bright one. I wish you all best of luck in your life endeavors, whether that be attending the college of your dreams, directly joining the workforce, or sacrificing everything to defend our great country. I urge you all to use this time of celebration wisely, to step back and look at the bigger picture of our world. Think about what shaped us to be the people we are today. We must strive to better ourselves and our surroundings as well in the future. Let's just hope that the recent sewage flood in the high school gym is no indication of what's to come. I conclude with one final request. Don't let our graduation distract you from the fact that in the Super Bowl, the Falcons blew a 25-point lead to the Patriots. Thank you.
Thank you, Saif. At this point, it is with great pleasure that we begin the presentation of diplomas to the class of 2017. William Timothy Corrigan. Rohit Prasad Patak. Anusha Datar. Mohammed Saif Sheikh. Connor Joseph Aben. Elizabeth Nicole Abravaya. Aisha Afsal. Sidra Afsal. Hakeem Anajarian. Molly O'Brien Anthony. Kenzie Michelle Arsenault. Ama Asamoah. Waleed Azad. Azam Ali Beige. Riley Elizabeth Barucci. Kyle Barry. Suleiman Ahmed Benhida. Joseph Patrick Bertolami. Sebastian B. Bouchelt. Zachary Spartacus Bilodeau. Jason F. Biondo. Stephen Trent Blathris. Anna Blocken. Lauren Elisa Boeri. Rachel J. Bolognesi. Vanessa Sophia Bonanno. Andrew C. Bonaventura. Carolyn Rachel Bonetti. Dylan Nicholas Bonfilio Chacon. Ginger Ray Budakian. Catherine Lucille Bowler. Caitlin Nicole Campbell. Marin Fontaine Campbell. Julia Canalonga. Rachel Elizabeth Carlino. Lauren Grace Carlson. Ian O'Neill Cassiola. Mia Chelik. Robert Anthony Santoni. Elaine Chang. Yasmin Charik. Matthew Retha Chalali. Stephen Michael Chason. Amit Chowdhury. Erin Marie Cody. Lauren Mary Colina. Lindsay Mary Corbett. Maximilian Coria. Crystal Rosemarie Curran. Hannah Rose Curry. Kerry Ann Curtin. Logan George Dioria. Alexandra Sophia Doramo. Jordan Ann Dallasanta. Michael Joseph Davison. Raphael De Carlucci. Caitlin June DiChiara. Ashley Victoria DiFrancesco. Stephanie Marie DeLeo. Alexandra Delagenidis. Michael Robert DiMartinez. Zoe Lynn DeSantis. Angela Luisa D'Souza. Connor Paul Descharnes. Gabrielle Nicole DeRochers. Michael James Dignan. Megan Ann Doherty. Sarah Jean Elkins. Catherine Mary Ellis. Ariana Elizabeth Fabrizio. Francesca Fasan. Megan Felicia Flaherty. John Patrick Foley. William Robert Forbush. Neil R. Ford. Kyle Patrick Forrester. Laura Carr Frastacci. Michael Joseph Fucci. Emmett Luke Funchen. Marlia S. Gainley. Isabella Marie Gaudio. Riley Patrick Gilberg. Joseph A. Gogus. Olivia Jean Giusti. Regan Glennon. Matthias Christian Glor. Ashley Elizabeth Grace. Benedict Martin Grubner. Diora Gulamova. Rebecca Catherine Haddad. Teniat Hakim. Erin Christine Hanafin. Alyssa Margaret Healy. Kaylee Elizabeth Heffler. Nicholas Alexander Hernandez. Sarah Cunvey Hoke. Samantha Hobgood. John Francis Hornacek. Elaine Hosepian. Madison Ann Hoyt. Hugh Hugo Jinsen. Justin Michael Hurley. Delana Hunn. Dakota William Eichier. Sarah Marie Iodice. Dakota Joseph Irvine. Adil Islam. Rolanda Jean Julien. Brittany Jean Baptiste. Sheila Elizabeth Joyce. Darini Kapadia. Mehroz Imtiaz Kapadia. Nicholas Richard Karwan. Drupar Sajabi Kayundo. David James Keelan. Colleen Marjorie Kelly. Diana Kamathi. Cassidy Bryn Kirshner. Nevin Thomas Krieger. Adam Carl Krupp. Gregory Lyden Lamb Jr. Fernando Lamine. Carl Victor Larson. John Larson. Julian Augusto Lechner. Taylor Lee LaRue. Matthew Joseph Labansky. Ashley Joan Lupo. Henry Lutuama. Kevin R. Lynch. Peter Thomas Lynch. Matthew McNeil. Ashay Vipin Medhani. Benjamin Margalit. Christina Rose Martin. Katrina Marie Anna Mastracci. Nicholas Matosian. McKenna L. Matson. Fiona Evelyn Maxwell. Brendan Joseph McCaffrey. Daniel John McCarthy. Rachel Elizabeth McNeil. William John Melanson. Cameron Thomas Mercier. Drew William Metzdorf. Garini M. Manassian. Griffin N. Minuti. Talia Antonia Malika. Aviana Monroe. Emily Rose Morera. Ryan Thomas Morey. Alexandra Lynn Morris. Sandara Muna Singer. Kyle Mangillo. Emily Murphy. Andrea Elizabeth Murray. Megan Nicole Murray. Mufaro Anna Musawa. Gianni R. Newman. Juliana Mary Nigro. Julie Ann O'Connell. Ryan Trevor O'Connor. Jacob Richard O'Donnell. Patrick Gennaro O'Halloran. Ariana Christine Oliver. Julian Otavo Andujar. Nicholas James Papsadoro. Nicholas J. Papia. William Alexander Pappas. Kalpit Parekh. Abi Patel. Parth Arvind Patel. Ronika H. Patel. Shiv Patel. Shivang H. Patel. Shivani Patel. Jelena M. Peterson. Joseph Michael Peluso. Christina Pesaridis. Anthony Patrizzi. Derek Pham. Benjamin Peter Piotti. Ariana Pishev. Sarah Elizabeth Plummer. Samantha M. Porcello. Adam David Princiata. Brian Gabriel Puckmel. Christina Jacqueline Purvis. Coulter Quinn Ralston. Cassandra Ramirez. Robert Ramirez. Victor H. Ramirez. Dhruvesh Rana. Zoha Rana. Nihal Reddy. Edmund Rena Reese. Rebecca Rigoli. William Thomas Rizza. Nicholas John Roberto. Thomas Owen Roberts. Orlando Aldo Rodriguez. Malika Ray Rodriguez. Daniel John Romagna. Christopher T. Rosa. Allison Rose Rosberg. Matthew Christopher Ryan. Joseph Pasquale Saya. Joseph Thomas Salvucci. Josephine Elizabeth Samardzian. Rita Sariva. Jessica Lee Sarver. Emily Satirial. Nicholas Rocco Scali. Giancarlo Sciagno. Laura Kate Schishler. Samuel Charles Scioli. Catherine Lee Scott. John Joseph Semeraro. Ross Semeraro. Shailin Himanshu Shah. Ramiz Said Qassam Sheikh. Kenan Said Shakib. Kevin Shannon. Michaela Rose Seguenza. Dev Soni. Nikhil Shrivastava. Edward Alexander Stanton. Jillian Sullivan. Melanie Sonneberg. Taylor Tabor. Anna Tamura. Matthew James Tierney. Brianna Lee Tribuco. Luciana Marie Tribuco. Noah Stephen Trofimo. Yaju Tuladar. Leah Kathleen Turry. Kevin Henry Tuig. Idalis Leda Valdez. Erica Noel Van Stry. Magana Paruri Varma. Nathan Seth Walzer. Claudia Anna Webb. William Wen. Nicholas Whitney. Rebecca I. Wilson. Tiffany Hong Mei Wu. Alexander Scott Young. No. So congratulations again, everybody. Join me in a round of applause for the class of 2017. At this time, I would like to reintroduce the class president, William Corrigan, who will lead the class of 2017 in the switching of their tassels, which will make them official graduates of Burlington High School.
Can I have everyone stand, please? All right, you know what to do. Right to left.
As we begin the recessional, the Burlington High School Band will lead the graduates around the field for the tossing of their caps. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations, class of 2017!
Safe, nice job. Anusha, good job.
Great job, buddy.
Good job, Rick.